Hi. It's Zayne's birthday, and I promised I was going to make a video, so here I am. Wait, you didn't promise. I'm sure if you're watching this, you know who this man is already, but just as a small introduction, Zayne is one of the first love interests to be released with the game Love and Deep Space. Our sunglasses and black suit-loving boy is a chief of cardiac surgery at Oxo Hospital at the age of 27, which is bullshit, and you're a primary care physician. He's often seen as a misunderstood man because of his cold and sterile introduction to the story. He's aloof, stoic, and rarely shows his emotions, but when you get through his icy exterior, he is actually a really caring, affectionate, and romantic man. Another thing you should know, man has a sweet tooth unlike any other. Man is ordering 5 pastries all for himself, getting toothaches, and he still got abs. This is so unfair. When Taylor and I were planning, we knew he's a sweet and icy man, so of course we planned for a large amount of desserts. But as for the meal side, well, his birthday is in September. We originally planned a cool day in the sun type of birthday. You know, cold noodles and ice cream floats by the pool in California's 100-degree weather. But then his trailer threw a bombshell and bro was celebrating Christmas in summer. He even has a Christmas tree in the background. And so we had to scrap everything and start over. I was actually kind of scared for this change because finding winter-themed items in September is probably going to be difficult. Oh my god, it's perfect. Dollar Tree really has everything, man. I love it. Decorations were emotion. Gift boxes, check. Wintry trees, check. Random Christmas decorations we found around our house, double check. We even found customizable snow globes. Can you tell I love winter? I was literally calling Taylor every day, vibrating with excitement. As for our food selections, I scoured his text and actually, unlike Caleb's cards, he had a good amount of food mentioned. But they'd be kind of fancy or they don't fit the vibe. And we're free to play. We worked on a budget. Why do you think we love Dollar Tree so much? If I missed something, I do apologize. But with careful deliberation, this is the menu we came up for Zayne's birthday. Starting off with desserts, cause obviously, blue macarons from his toothache bond scene with you, snow-covered cereal pine cones inspired from his snowy cabin in the woods birthday trailer, snowball cookies shaped as snowmen, again from the birthday trailer and his profile picture, and finally, cupcakes. For Kayla's birthday, we had apple-shaped cupcakes that came out so well that we decided that we should start a trend of having cupcakes for all the birthday parties we throw for the lads boys. So this time, the decorations were inspired by this photo Taylor found. Again, for the cabin in the woods type of vibes. As for our main dishes, Taylor found this video where you can make a wreath with pigs in a blanket by placing them in a circle and adding rosemary around it. And then she had this brilliant idea of filling the center with a charcuterie board. Why a charcuterie board? Honestly just vibes. We made a charcuterie board with each other in the past and we wanted to do that again, so. And a burrata salad. Again, this was just for us, not really a theme per se. I guess it's healthy. It's a salad. Finally, as for our drinks, we had brewed jasmine tea because of his myth card, and also we live in LA. We were able to go to the Love and Deep Space Sunrise collab where Zayne's drink was a lemon jasmine tea. We decided to bake the cupcakes and cookies the day before so we could focus on decorations on the day of. Katie, our friend who joined our birthday party for Caleb last time, offered to make the macaron shells. Is it macaroon? I'm sorry. She does not play this game, but she was just there to support the delusion. This actually helped so much to the point where we were questioning if we forgot anything because we were running out of time for Caleb's birthday. Boy howdy, did I say that way too soon. We thought everything was going smoothly. How naive of us. Let's go through each one. From the least egregious to the worst ones on this handy dandy tier list. I don't care if this trend is old, I'm still gonna do it. First off, the macarons. They were originally a pretty sky blue, but the oven was set a little too high and they turned brown, which is totally fine.
Hey, Pipsqueak. Caleb, no!
Oh. I give it an S tier for inconveniences. The color was still really pretty, they fit the vibes, and they were still so good. Good job, you get a gold star. The pine cones, we were worried because the specific cereal used was only found in the UK. But God bless Dollar Tree, guys, for having a Transformer cereal in the exact shape that we needed. Thank you, Dollar Tree, for not sponsoring this video, but sponsoring my happiness. You go into S tier for inconvenience, my friend, but still no biggie. We found the cereal, which was really the highlight of the day, so gold star for you. The burrata salad. Well, our burrata cheese went bad to the point where the container was expanding, so...
No.
Don't tell me what to do!
911, what's your emergency?
We ended up not making it, which is, again, totally fine. We still had the charcuterie board, so it wasn't that big of a deal. A tier. Alright, this is where it gets a little complicated. The cupcakes. There was a few things that went wrong. First, we wanted the cupcakes to be a nice light blue.
엄마, 이 색깔가 뭐야? What color is this? Ah, it looks the same as this.
It was a real trust the process sort of experiment after we started adding red to hopefully cancel out that yellow.
Oh gosh. Oh no. No. It looks more grayish now though.
And trust the process we did, and they came out beautifully. Not a problem, but did spook us. Second, we wanted white sprinkles to make a snowy landscape, but the market we went to didn't have a lot of sprinkles, and we ran out. But we anticipated this and got blue sprinkles and mixed them in. Not a big deal, still pretty. We were originally going to add a rosemary to the top of it to make it look like a pine tree like this photo, but...
That's better.
It's not even that. It just looks silly.
Oh no!
That didn't really work out for us. We kind of gave up at this point, but then Katie had a genius idea. She grabbed over some leftover marshmallows, cut them in half, used icing, and red candy strips to make Zayne's snowman face. And they came out so cute and so beautifully. Again, Katie, we love you. Thank you for saving the day. Goes into C tier. You gave us a roller coaster of emotions, but you came out pretty in the end, so. And finally, the snowball cookies. These cookies were covered in powdered sugar, so the icing wouldn't stay on the cookies. They would literally slide right off, and so we dusted some of it off, but then the icing started to bleed through the cookie, so then the poor snowman looked possessed. Taylor was the one in charge of decorating, so she could probably describe her frustrations better. But from my perspective, I could just hear the sounds of agitation from behind me. Long story short, Taylor finally figured out a trick, and then they ended up beautifully. Decorating and baking really isn't my strong suit, so I honestly just did the dishes. I'm sorry! Anyway, I didn't experience it, but I heard the terrors of the cookie, and for that, F tier. You hurt my friend. I know I said F tier, but they came out so cute. But a special little shout out to the charcuterie board. The only thing that went well, so you go in the special tier. Good job, you get 2 gold stars. After the nightmare that ensued, our birthday party finally came to life, and everything came out so well. Our other friend Kathleen joined a little later, and she helped with the table decorations that I was honestly struggling with. It really just goes to show how well my friends are able to navigate crises, while I just sat in the corner helping with the dishes. No, but seriously, it was tiring at times, but we were all together and we had just so much fun. Even with the difficulties, I would still recommend this. It's a fun project with friends, where mistakes really are just happy little accidents. Anyway, since we started a trend, see you in around a month for Xavier's birthday. Fun fact, I'm a pescatarian. I have no idea how I'm going to survive Xavier's birthday. See you then! Can you tell me your experience with the snowball cookies?
I hated it. It was worth it in the end. I made these perfect cookies, and then when I made them into snowman, I used gel pen to make their little faces, and then it bleeded all over, and it didn't work. And then I used chocolate, and then that didn't work. And then I hated my life, and I wanted to give up.
Thank you for your sacrifice, Taylor.
You're welcome.